Subconsciously, everyone in this world is following behind somebody, regardless of whether or not you consider yourself a leader. No one likes to see themselves as a follower because we all want to believe that we have the ingenuity to create our own lanes in life, but in reality, each and every one of us is merely just walking in the footsteps of all of the people who we either consciously or unconsciously admire. I used to look at other people and then look at myself and always believe that I was supposed to try and find something about me that made me different, that made me unique. But now I understand that none of us are different because we're all looking for the very same things in life. The root of everything that we do in this life is that we are all looking for somewhere to belong. We are all looking for someone to love us. We are all looking for acceptance outside of ourselves. The only thing that will ever make you stand out from other people is when you can stand back and look at another person, but still see yourself standing there. We say, thank God, that could have been me, when we should be saying, how come that isn't me? Matter of fact, that is me because I don't deserve to be as blessed as I am. We are nothing more than supernatural reflections of each other. We are spiritually manifested prisms of all colors. And the best way to live is to be transparent because allowing another human being to see into you is what allows them to see themselves through you. We all need mirrors to see ourselves, and that's what other people with the same emotional, psychological, and physical issues are to us. God never said uniquely or special made. He said fearfully and wonderfully made. To be fearfully and wonderfully made means that the people who see us should look at us and then begin to reverence God when they see the light shining off of our lives because He's working in us and through us. They should stand in awe of Him, not in who we are. We're not special in and of ourselves, and the very moment that we begin to believe so is the very same moment that we should become very afraid. To be special or unique isn't to be different from other people or to have any special traits or attributes. It pertains to your significance to God. You are special to God even though He gave all of us His talents and a lot of us the very same talents. Uniqueness is not in the talent itself because there are billions of people in this world who can sing, who can rap, who can dance, who can design art, who can write, who can create, who can build, who can do this and who can do that. But what I've learned throughout the course of my life is that a talent doesn't mean anything until you know what to use it for, until you know what your purpose is, until you learn that your niche is just a nuance of the colorful person that you are. The only way to find true self-fulfillment is to let go of yourself and who you thought you were supposed to be until you can begin to filter through your own insecurities and feelings because you can actually feel God filling you with His Spirit. He'll tell you that you don't need to be different. You just need to be His. Once you're His, then trying to be yourself won't matter to you anymore because you'll look at Him and see that He's on a whole other spectrum than any of us are and that He is far more beautiful than anything in this world, especially yourself. Ethnicities and personalities don't make people different because even though we all have our own distinctive color and character, all of our personal qualities still come from what we went through, and everything that we go through, someone has already been through. We're all just the same people with different experiences, different backgrounds, different upbringings. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that people aren't different. We just go through different things and we respond to what happens in our lives differently. The only thing that makes people different is the fact that we are motivated by different things within our hearts. Even our very DNA says that we as human beings are 99.9% the same. Therefore, the one and only thing that makes us all different is who or what we choose to serve. We all want the same things. It's just that we choose different paths because we're so busy trying to create our own lanes that we don't even realize that Jesus has already carved one out for us. We're all following behind somebody. Therefore, it's not about which one of us has the largest following. The question that all of us should be asking ourselves is that if I was created to care so much about my own individuality and my own uniqueness, then how come when I look in the mirror I can only see one of me? But if I look into the world, I can see over 7 billion people trying to find themselves just like I am. You can be whoever you want to be and still end up being the wrong person. You haven't found yourself until you've learned to look beyond yourself. Stop looking for you and how unique you are, and start trying harder to see the beauty in other people, even when they're doing some of the most ugliest of things. That's when you'll start to find yourself, because we all want to believe that we have as many strengths as everybody else. But what we do not realize is that the thing that brings all of us together is our hurts, our pain, our struggle, our flaws. Our strength, or our so-called uniqueness, just makes us feel like we need to compete with one another. And that's exactly why this world is the way that it is. Me, myself, I'm nothing special. I'm just a man after God's own heart. The only unique thing about me is Him. So that was just a little excerpt from something that I've been putting together. I'm a writer at heart, but I wanted to try to almost integrate what I write into some type of on-screen thing if I could. So I hope you got something from what I just spoke, or read, should I say, because I didn't really speak it. I wasn't talking too much. But like I said, man, we not unique. God is. And if you okay with that, then you okay with yourself. I love y'all from here to heaven.